or some of the things you have home. We'll start with America first before we go to progress.
Okay, sir. The question again, please.
Have you been following the class from the first one?
Yes, very well.
From the first section to the fourth. I want to
Yes.
believe you took home a lot of things, right? I also want to
Yes,
believe you have your pen, book, journal, diary, or whatever you use to take notes in this section. Is that true?
Yes.
You have?
Yes, I do. I have.
Okay. So please let me call out someone here. I want to see how much we follow up with this section. Robinson, are you here? Emmanuel Robinson? Okay, you are not active here. Please, if you have your notebook, your whatever you use, your tab, whatever you use to take note for this section for this engagement, please can you just show me like this? Tiffany, are you with yours? Can you show us like this? Tiffany, are you with us? Yeah, can you show me your notes? Can you Tiffany? Okay, good. That's Tiffany's phone. This is mine. This is mine, and this is my pen. Right? This is mine and this is my pen. I am host most time. I also take notes. I'm not going to wait for them to hand me over the recording or for them to hand me over the notes. I want to be sure I'm following as the teacher or the trainer is talking. I want to be following and be learning so that when question is thrown at me, I'm able to respond. Is that okay? So we have Tiffany on. Who else? Can someone show me their his or hers? Oh, perfect. Anyone else? Okay, you don't want to share your video with us. That's okay. But I want to be sure we're following. We would love to see your faces. We are just few persons. We are just about 15, less than 15 persons there. So we'd love to see you. Right. All right. So let's go on. Hello, Victory Meta Ebele. Right. Can you respond, Victory? Let's hear you. Unmute your mic, please.
Eyuma.
Yes, Eyuma. That question, good. Good to see you. All right, so please, let's go ahead with Ameka, please. A quick one. Ameka, please go ahead. Tell us what you learned. How has the class helped you? Day 1, day 2, day 3. Go ahead, let's hear you. Ameka, express yourself. Tell us what are those things. Is Ameka still here? Go ahead, let's hear you. Ameka, please go ahead. Yes, day 1, day 2, day 3. How has it helped you? What are those things you learn as? Yeah, because we don't have much time so that we can move ahead.
Okay. I can hear you.
Yes, please.
Okay. Basically, I've actually learned a lot. Prior to this time, I didn't even know what was a husband called in Ekpeye. So now I know that Iji, I don't know if that means my head or owner of my head or something. Literally.
That's Ishi. Head.
Yes.
Ishi.
That's hot. Yes. No, Ishi. I'm talking about husband now. Yeah, I learned that, and then I also
husband, Ijime.
Ijime, yes, exactly.
That's my Iji. That's my husband, Iji.
Ijime. So
Iji, yeah, true. Go ahead.
Ijime, that's husband. Yeah, I learned that.
Husband,
and
Ijime, my husband, Iji. That's husband, Iji, husband, Iji, you, your husband, mine. Emphasis, mine, you. Is that true?
Yeah. Yes, I know that. And also another basic thing I learned is the when addressing a male or female, Yeah, so the Unukoma and what's the other one again? I've forgotten the other one now, but yeah, male and female, addressing male and female. I learned the difference.
All right. So always go back to your book and take note of those things when you want to remember them, want to record them. Is that true? So that we can move on to the next class. Just
Yes.
quick,
Mecca, very well, sir.
All right, this quick exercise. We learned greeting. I'm sure since you said you didn't know a lot of things, we were able to walk through greeting because that was the basic lessons. We talked about greeting, the time and stuff like that. Is that true? Talked about people and family. Is that true? That said, for progress, please come back with me. Progress, are you here? So that I'll move to the next class. Come with me. Are you here? All right, good.
I don't need to
So please, yeah. So we're gonna do this quick one, please, just from last section. Is that true? Progress, are you here?
I'm here.
So I'm gonna say this in English, then I want you to say it in Ekpeye. Are you with me?
Oh my God.
Right?
Okay, I'll try.
Wash your hands before you eat fufu.
Wash your hands before you eat fufu. Okay, let me see. Samekayo. Mi Samekayo mi padiobolo.
That's amazing. Please, let's clap for him. Sama ekayo mebati obolo.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Please, let's clap for him. Give him some of those reactions. Give us some love emoji. Are we here? Please, that's amazing. That's amazing. So please, one more person before I move on with today's session. I always want us to interact. I want to see the flow and be sure we make some progress. Is that true before we move to today section? Please, Megan, I'm just seeing Megan here. Please, Megan, can you unmute your mic? Megan, are you with me? Megan, please. Megan, are you here? Please unmute your mic. Okay, I can't hear the person. C. Robinson. C. Robinson, are you with us? Please, can you unmute your mic? I want to hear you. Unmute your mic, C. Robinson. Okay, C. Robinson is not here. Chinaza Duru, are you here? Please, Chinaza. Chinaza, are you with us?
I'm here.
All right, please.
My network is bad.
Your network is bad. Don't worry, it will be better. Let's do this quick exercise. Are you with me? Just from last section, right?
My network is very bad. I can't even follow.
All right, but you can hear me, right? Just this exercise. Ada, I'm going to say.
Yes, I can hear.
All right, please hear this. Ada is in the market. Go ahead. I want to hear you. Ada is in the market. Can I hear you? All right. So, is anybody going to rescue her? Is anybody here since our network is bad? Krista, please go ahead. Krista, quick one. Krista, quick one. Our time is fast spent. Once it is 3:30, I'm supposed to have ended my engagement with them. Move it to the teacher.
Okay.
Krista,
Good afternoon.
yeah, Krista, Eyuma.
Ada.
Let me hear you. All right, go ahead. Please go ahead. I'm going to say it in English. You say it in Ekpeye.
Okay.
Ada is in the market.
Ada Jilaya.
Exactly. Please, can we clap for it? That's amazing. Please, stay with me. Stay with me. China, Krista, are you here?
Yes. Yes, sir.
That woman is carrying a firewood on her head. Go ahead.
Unuwe mbutu utanilishi.
Bujutani Lichi. Amazing. Amazing. Meka, thank you. So please amazing. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. So that we're gonna start now. Please give us some hearts. Can you give us some hearts? Can you click on some hearts? Give us some hearts while we welcome our. We are 15 persons. Beautiful. Please send those hearts while we welcome our amazing trainer for this section. Please, over to you. Please, over to you.
Mikabo on God side. You don't know Germany.
Yes, I'll not you.
Mika. You my baby about mechanic. Ewa made ni umasoi movu nye huta. Memobo usually come. So I said, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Umasoye, and I am from Ehuda, and I am your teacher for today. Okay, so our time is fast spent already. We spent 30 minutes already, and it was great that we could interact so that we refresh your memory of what we've learned before, because today's lesson is actually a build-up from what we've learned in the previous lesson. And I would like for this lesson to be very interactive so that at least before the end of today, you should be able to go home with something, know how to introduce yourself, at least in Ekpeye. So for today, we are going to be learning basic Ekpeye introductions. So how do you introduce yourself, or how do you ask somebody to know more about them in Ekpeye? So we are going to start with basic key vocabulary that would help you to understand more for this lesson. And please, if you're with your writing materials, please take notes. If you write, it actually sticks better, so you can remember them. If you can remember from the first class, we learned about greetings, and the teacher introduced us to some pronouns used in greetings. So you're going to be seeing some of them in this lesson, and you're going to be seeing new ones as well in this lesson. If you're not in a noisy place, please, you can unmute your mic, you can turn on your video, because we are going to be doing this together. So let's begin. The first word here is me. Me. So please, let's take that together. Me.
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 Mika.
Me.
Me. Awesome. We already know what me is. Mika. And the next one is bo. Bo. Kanebo. Bo.
Bo. Me.
Mika.
Bo.
Bo.
Awesome. So bo here is or is. It can be used as it can be used as is, depending on the context or the kind of sentence you are making. So it changes form. So I can say.
Can you maximize your screen? Someone is not seeing it boldly. Can you maximize it? Is it better? Yeah, it's better. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. So the next word is bo, which is or is, which changes form depending on the sentence you're making or the context of the conversation. So the next word is mobile. Say mobile.
Mobile. Mobile. Mobile.
Also mobile. So you see that mobile is a combination of the first word, this and this. So me and bo, me and bo. So you can notice that instead of saying MEBU, mebo, we now use MOBU, most words change forms so that it will be easier for people to pronounce them, as in this case. So if you say mebo as a beginner, you're still correct, but more fluent speakers say mobo. So mobo, I am, mobo. So when you add both words, you have mobo. And the next word we have is ewa. Say ewa.
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 Mekani. So ewa here is name. Ewa. So if I add ewa and me, it becomes ewa me, my name. But you don't have to follow. So now this is a trick. If I want to say my name, I will say ewa me instead of me ewa. So grammatically in Ekpeye, if we say me ewa, it's like if you want to follow English rules, it will not apply here. So we now say ewa me. Ewa me. Let's say ewa me.
Ewa me. Ewa me. Ewa me. Ewa me.
Awesome, mechanic. So ewa me is my name. Then we have Can we say that? Good. Thank you, Victory. So is Meka.
This.
Then the next one we have is ombu. So you see now we have two words here, and bo, which is this is. And the next one we have is e. Say e. Awesome. So e here is you. So now if you were in the first class when the teacher taught us greetings, he introduced some pronouns and he said, can someone here remind us what the other word for you is in that lesson?
Yo.
You say yo.
Perfect.
You.
So you may be surprised why we are having e instead of you in this class. So as we proceed, I'm going to explain that. But just take note of this. So e, you. And the next is o, u. Can we say that? Awesome. So just like we have you for you, what was the other word we learned for he or she?
Yeah.
Amazing. Yes, yeah. Thank you, Crystal. Was that Crystal?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to call on somebody to pronounce all we have on this slide. Emmanuel Robinson.
Yes.
Can you pronounce the words, the key vocabulary here?
Yes.
Okay, please go on.
Me. Me. Bu. Mobu. Ewa. Ewa me. Ombu.
Okay.
U.
Okay. Awesome.
You don't come out something.
We can give him a round of applause. Okay, so now we know the basic or key vocabulary that we'll be using for this lesson. So let's proceed. So before more examples for this lesson, I'm going to explain why we have the changes in those pronouns in the last few lines of the table. So in the first class, we learned you, we learned ya, and we learned that yo is you, L-Y-U, your name, right? And we also learned ya for he or she, ya. So these can be used as full or independent pronoun. They can be used alone, or they can be used to show possession that, okay, this person owns this, or this belongs to this person, or they can be used in question. So these two can appear in questions as well. And then the new ones we've learned today, I, U. So these are subject pronouns, so they can be used as a subject of a verb in a sentence or in questions. So as we proceed, you're going to see more examples on how these pronouns change form depending on the sentence they're used. Uze, aya, uze, aya. So you notice here I didn't say ya, yaze, aya, yaze, aya. I'm referring to a he or she, or maybe my sister or a friend. And I want to report that maybe Emmanuel or Robinson went to the market. So instead of using the first pronouns we learned, like I would say yazi, aya, no, I would say uze, uze, aya. So this is more appropriate in this sentence. And now it makes the individual the subject of the sentence. So now I say uze, aya instead of yazi, aya. Or if I want to ask you directly, I'm talking to you directly, I can ask you, Ize ayala, instead of yo, ze ayala. Now you see that the pronoun changed form in this sentence. Ize ayala, making E the subject of this sentence. Another example is uji, uji, ledala. Uji, ledala. Where is he or where is she? So we are going to take these pronunciations again so that we get used to pronouncing them. So we are going to start with the last row. E. Together, everybody. E.
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 E. E.
E.
U. U.
U.
U.
Ize ayala.
Ize ayala.
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 Ize ayala.
Ize ayala.
Ayala.
Awesome. Ujiledala.
Ayala.
Ujiledala.
Ujiledala.
Okay. Ijiledala.
Ijiledala.
Ijiledala. Okay. Mekan. Great. So let's proceed. If you have a question, please, you can raise your hand. If I can see you, I can give you the floor. Okay, so let's have some examples for basic introductions. Who would like to attempt the example we have on the screen? If you're confident enough, you can come up. Okay. So you'll be the first speaker, I'll be the second speaker.
Okay, should I go ahead?
Yes.
The first one, Ewayo dini pala. And then the response, Ewa me dini umasoye.
Okay, let's do it this way. You're going to ask the question and I'm going to respond.
All right.
Okay, let's go again.
Ewayo dini pala.
Ewa me dini umasoye.
Okay. Ibu nyehudala.
Say it again.
Ibu nyehudala.
No, that is eda. Ibunye edala. Edala.
Oh, okay. Ibu nyedala. All right.
Mabu nye ehuda.
Okay. Ibele ladila.
Mebeli Lagos. Okay, Meka.
Mekadiho.
Let me bring someone else. So 2 persons are going to attempt this. Crystal. Are you here, Crystal?
Yes.
Okay. Crystal and Ameka. Ameka, are you here?
Yes.
Okay, so Crystal, you are speaker 1. Ameka, you are speaker 2. So you can personalize this example. So for example, here I have Omasoye, you can put your name and you can change your community, or you can respond as if it's a real conversation. So Crystal and Ameka, go on.
Okay. Ewa yo dini bala.
Ewa me dini America.
Ibu nye edala.
Me bunyahuda.
Ibeli ledala.
Me beli Abuja.
Awesome. Mechanic.
Thank you.
So I hope everybody knows what the sentences are saying, like even without the English version of it written on the screen. So you can break down from what you've learned so far. If you see an example like this, where you're reading a text like this, you can decide to pick out the words individually. Like the first example, Ewa. We know Ewa is name from our vocabulary lessons. We know you, the person is addressing you, speaking to you directly. Dini, that's like answer, what you're answering to Dini, mostly for names. Mala, this is a question. So once you're able to fix these bits of words together, you should be able to know that, okay, this is what this person is asking me. And it is very common in Ekpeye communities. If I know most persons can relate to this. If you introduce yourself, or maybe you go to a gathering of Ekpeye people, a very common question they will ask you is, who is your father? Whose child are you? Or which community are you from? And we are going to see them in most of the examples. So if you know these questions and you know what to reply, in such case scenarios, you already know what to respond. Right, so let's proceed with more examples. So I'm going to call 2 persons again to take on this role of the speaker and receiver. Victory Umeda, are you here? Hello, Victory. Ujulade. Robinson Omazu, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you'll be speaker 1. And Progress, God knows, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Robinson Omazum is speaker 1 and Progress, God knows, is speaker 2. So have this conversation on the screen.
Sorry, just to be sure, am I starting from maybe Lahuda or the next question?
The next question.
Okay. Idi lela lala. Lela. Okay, sorry. Idi le alila. Idi le alila.
Okay. Enile. Enile alelala.
Alilala.
Medilemu guala.
Okay, let me come in again. Me. So the tone changes.
Okay.
Me. So the speaker in the first class also gave example of this variation of me. So it's as if it's upward.
Okay.
Awesome. Medi lem
Okay.
ugwala.
Medilem guala.
Okay, proceed.
Maduela ojibelu doyo.
Medi lem ugwala.
Okay. Maduela ojibelu doyola.
Iwemu nwanala.
I didn't get the next one.
Progress, God knows. Are you responding?
Yes, I said something. Okay, let me say what.
Okay.
Let me repeat. I said Iwemu nwanala.
Okay, so remember from our key vocabulary. Oh, you guys did great. First, let me commend you all. You both did amazing. Okay, so remember, this I here is E. 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 So I'm going to go through it again for everybody to say it along with me. So the first one, I already answered this in the previous interaction. So maybe ahoda. So if you're repeating after me, you can add your location or an imaginary location here. So maybe ahoda.
Mebeli ahoda. Mebeli bayesa.
Mika. Enile alela.
Edile alela. Medile ugu ala.
Menile ugwala.
Ugwala. Medile ugwala. Medile di libeto.
Awesome, that's really good. That is 13 years old for victory. Good, good. Madela ojimelu no yola.
Madela ojebele odoyola.
Madila ujibelu doyola.
Okay, mekani. Inwe omuwanala.
Iwe uwala.
Good, mekani. Okay, so the next example. So this is the response to the last question. So depending on your answer, you can say menwe omuwana. So this is supposed to be edited, or menwe mu omuwana. So yes, I have siblings.
Mewe umuwana.
Or
Mewe.
menwe mu.
Mewe mu umuwana.
Good. Are the others following? Okay. I'm going to call on who has not spoken. Okay, Tiffany. Tiffany and Hynex. Tiffany, are you here? Hynex, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So Tiffany, you'll be speaker 1. So you start from here where my cursor is. And then Hynex, you are going to respond. So go on.
Imeluji ugolola.
Mebu nyuhie.
Ibu non winala.
Mobu onwo opadi.
Awesome. Okay, just a few corrections. Ime ele uju ugolola. So everybody, let's say it together.
Ime ele
Uju bolola.
Good. But if a fluent speaker is saying this, they're not going to say ime ele uju ugolola. They would say ime eluju, eluju. So this E will become silent. It will be contracted to eluju. But for a beginner, it's important that you know how the words are formed or how it progresses. So if somebody is speaking very fast, what you would hear is eluji instead of eleuji, right? But these are the basics. So you're learning to write them and also to read them in case you see such text. So ime eluju bulula. And then Hynex responded, mobu nyuji. Same thing applies here. This E will become silent and becomes nyuji. Yes, the hand is raised. God's sake.
All right, Meta. Please, can you clarify that that first example? I think they need to know what that place entails. They saw mad ito oshibele odoye odome mad ito oshibele odoye. So and then you needed to do a correction to say when, how to say when if you do not want to say you have siblings, right?
Mika, yes. Mika. Oh, I skipped this, sorry. So the question was Ingwe Umuanala. So if you have siblings, the response will be eh. So you see, these are the same word, but the tone, Ekpeye is a tonal language. So the tone, if I write these as a text, somebody will read them as the same. But if I say eh, that is yes, I'm affirming that I have siblings. Or I could say eh. So you see, my tone has changed. That is no. So depending on what your situation is, you can say yes or you can say no. Then this line, if the person proceeds to ask you, oh, how many persons are there in your family? I think the question is on the previous slide. You can say, depending on the number, for this example, we use 3. 3 is eto, beto. So here we said madeto ojebe lodome. Or madeto ojebe lodoye. So why I did this different, I used me or ye here is this. So if you're asking me how many persons are in my house, like in my father's house, with my siblings and my parents, how many are we in my house? I'm not going to respond Madeto or Madise or Madisu, depending on the number. Reason because it is not my house, it is my father's house. So instead, I would say Madeto Ojibeludoye, our house. But if this question was directed to my father or the owner of the household or my mother, she can say this, Madeto Ojibeludome, because it is her house, right? So that is why I made this difference here. So at the end, I said I used me or ye. So I think we can proceed with the pronunciation. If you need more clarifications, please put the questions in the chat, or you can raise your hand so I clarify as we proceed. So let's say this together. Menwe umuwana.
Mewe umuwana.
Menwe mu umuwana.
Mewe
Okay, next sentence. Madu ito ojebe lodome.
Madu dome.
Or madu ito ojebe lodoye.
Madu
Odoye.
Okay, can somebody tell us what is madu? What does madu? This word, what does madu mean in this sentence? What is madu?
People.
People.
Awesome. Correct. Good. Good. So people, person.
Persons.
Awesome. Yes, that is madu. Okay. Next one. Let's say this together. Ime elujubulula.
Ime.
Ime eligible.
Imelujubolola.
Awesome. So in this sentence, mechanic. So in this sentence, which of these words represents walk? Walk.
Ubolo.
Good. Good. So ubolo here is walk. Okay, the next one. Mobo nyujiye. Good. Good. So the next sentence, this is very common, especially if you're in the Ekpeye community or you're visiting home or you visit an Ekpeye gathering. So you can either be asked, Lala, especially maybe if you're outside of Ekpeye and somebody asks you, oh, which community are you from? Lala. Or another question they could ask you is, especially if it's somebody that is familiar with your community or your family. You get this question a lot. Ibo Winala. Let's say that together.
Ibu.
Good. So now you're going to give me a response. So personalize it. You're going to say Mobo who is your father or who is your grandfather, depending on what you want to use. So you're going to give me a response. I'm going to ask you and then respond. So Ibu Winala.
Lawrence.
Good. Next person, we are 11 here. I can only hear one voice. Ibu Winala.
Mabo Eliga. Mika. Okay, perfect. So let's move on to the next example. So this is our last example, and it is a compilation of almost all the examples we've had. So now it is more like a composition or a short essay for you. So we are going to take it bit by bit, and then we are going to personalize it in your case. Okay. Yes, Hinex, you're reading, so continue. Oh, sorry, I didn't know my mic was unmuted. I was just trying to. So now I really don't know how to say
Okay, let me just try. Ewa medi ni umasoe mobu wani we umakpa medilem ugwala mebeli Lagos mobu nye huda meme ugbolo li Access Bank ewa ina mebu eto wọn ewa ida mebu ọpọlọ wọn nka.
Meka, hi next. Crystal. Crystal, Ijilade. Are you there, Crystal? Okay, next person. Ameka. Are you there?
Yes, it's just to read it, right?
Yes, just to read.
Okay. Ewa medini umasoye mobu waniwe mwakpa medele ugala mebeli Lagos mobu ihe huda me ugbololi Access Bank ewaina mebu etunwo ewaida mebu opolonwo.
Meka. Tiffany.
Okay, I'll try. Ewa me dini umasoye mobun wanwe umakpa medilem uwala mebeli Lagos mobunye uda meme ubolole Access Bank ewa ena mebu etonwo ewa eda mebu okpolunwo.
Meka, but Tiffany. Okay. Oh, my mic was muted. So if you read this, if you're observant, you would see that here I use ewa medini umasoye, and here again I use ewe namebu instead of dini. So you can use both interchangeably. You can say ewa mebu, my name is ewa medini. Ewa medini conveys it more better. It's more like I answer to, this is what I answer to. Like, as opposed to saying my name is, right? So you can use both of them so you don't get confused in the differences. So, ewa medini, umasoye, good. Mobo, maniwe, umakpa. So I'm going to clarify this. So this, what I'm saying here is my extended family. So Ekpeye has there's a kind of social structure we have in Ekpeye. We use the patrilineal family system. Yeah, you have people from different communities being part of a larger family. So if I have somebody else that is from Omakpa, from a different community, or my direct community, I can say this and the person would say, oh, we are brothers or we are sisters. So for female, we say we are Mwaniwe, but for males, they say Mwani Muko. Right, so we will have a separate lesson on the Ekpeye society structure where the teacher is going to go in more details about this, because it also forms part of the introductions. If somebody is introducing themselves in a proper Ekpeye setting, they usually include this and also give reference to their mother's family, their maternal family, and all of that. So we are going to have a separate lesson on that where you're going to learn it in full detail. But for now, just know this. So the next part of this sentence says, Many lem ogwala. So I am so years old, if you remember from the examples we did, right? So many lem ogwala. Ogo here is 20. Allah is year. And Mebeli, Lagos. I know everybody here knows what this is. Mobunyehuda. I think by now everybody knows what we are trying to say from this example. So I'm not going to start giving the translations and all of this. So you can personalize this example and make it yours and practice introducing yourself to somebody to see how far you can go. Yes, that's it.
All right. I think we are just few persons here, and someone has indicated interest to want to try. I wish everyone can try. Is that okay? So I
Okay,
will
sure.
also love to do a quick exercise with them immediately you are done with your session when I'm concluding. So let's have others do. Can they do? Can others try
Okay,
that?
we can take a few because of our time. We can
Right.
take we can take 2 persons.
All right. Please, Victor, who made that, can you go ahead and try that now? Let's hear you.
Okay.
Don't
Yes. Ewa medini umasoye. Mobu waniwe umapa. Medilem ugwala. Mebeli Lagos. Mobu ye ehuda. Meme ugbolo Access Bank. Ewa inamebu etunwo. Ewa idamebu okpoluwo.
Wekani. That's amazing. Who else wants to try? Robinson Amazon.
Yes.
Crystal. Who else wants to try? And feel free to personalize this. You can add more things you want to add. You can change it. Let me know that you're really following. So you can personalize the example for yourself.
Let me try, please.
Okay. Yes.
Ewa medini umazum. Mebu waniwe ishikoloko. Medilem ugwala libisu. Mebeli Port Harcourt. Mebunyodirukubie. Memu bolo lipedo. Ewina mebu olete. And Ewida mebu onyemechi. Yes.
Awesome. Mika Womazum. Crystal. Let's hear from you. Okay, we lost Crystal.
Sorry, I wasn't in class. I'm just coming back now, so I don't really know what to say.
Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes. It just got back now. I was kicked out of the class.
Okay. Can you read what's on the screen? Can you try?
Okay, let me try. Ewa medini crystalline. Mobu waniwe.
Yes. Go on, Crystal.
Mobu waniwe imaji. Medinilem.
Mebeli.
Okay. Mebeli Port Harcourt. Mobonye Ahuda. Memubolo li ete. Ewa inamebu olete. Ewa idamebu Victor.
Mika. Go, Crystal.
Okay.
Okay, is there any else? Who else wants to try? Anybody else? Okay, let's move on. So we are almost at the end of this lesson. This is the exercise. After this, I'm going to hand over to the moderator to take questions if we have any. So the task for this week is record a video or audio of not less than 55 words introducing yourself in Ekpeye. So the example we read just now, I think it's less than 35 words. So you're expected to add more things. And please feel free to add different information other than what we have in the example. So the goal is for you to explore, think about new things or different ways to express yourself or introduce yourself if you were to do that in a real life setting. At this point, I would call on the moderator to proceed with the next slides.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Can we send some hearts to Nyushi Yetam? Can we send some hearts to her? It was an amazing section, I must say. I learned a lot. Eye utekwa etekwa. That's where we are now. If you have any question, you are going to raise your hand and then we'll recognize you. You can also send.
I see one for Tiffany.
Yeah, okay, she's asking, is there a way to say hairdresser in where? Please,
Yes.
please go ahead with the question to you.
Okay, so Tiffany asks, is there a way to say hairdresser in Ekpeye? So what I know of is Nyumeshishi or Nyumishi. Nyumishi. So in full is Nye Umeshishi. And now in hairdresser, I mean, this is for females, for the males it's different. So literally, if you want to break it down, Inye there is person, as you know already. So when you say meshishi is to make hair or to do hair, so a hairdresser refers to as Inye umeshishi. Somebody, ishi is head from our lesson on body parts. So meshi is to do. So
sorry, what about Nye Ohwa Ishi?
New wishi.
like
Yes, that's also correct. So new wishi, a person that plaits hair. So you can use nye umeshishi or new wishi. Both are correct. Then for the male folks, we say ukwishi, right? So I think that's for a barber. So new kwishi for barber. So for hairdresser, you can say new wishi or new meshishi.
All right. So someone asked, is that clear? Is that clear from the person that asked the question? All right. Someone wants to confirm if they can still do the past assignment we gave them.
Yes.
Can
Yes, you can.
All right. You can please do past assignments and please go ahead and raise your hand. We are still here waiting for you to ask your question. If you do not remember, if there's something that we missed, you want to confirm, you want to get clarification, you have the time to do that now. Please, Kayolu, can raise your hand up. Can you raise your hand up? Then we'll recognize you. So please, based on this section, I want to confirm something, right? This particular introduction we had, I want to believe it is not structured, some sort of structured introduction. Is that true? What I mean is it is not a way of doing an introduction, right? Because as it were, I want to believe that introducing oneself might vary depending on the event, depending on the occasion. formal, informal environment. There are some places you will go, you may not need to tell them where you work. You may just need to tell them what you do, right? As the case may be, you might need to go to a social gathering, a cultural gathering, or a church. Is that true? Are there,
Yes.
yeah. So it
Yes,
depends.
that is true.
It is not structured. It is we trying to learn basic introduction. You could structure it by the time you are done with this engagement, right? So because for someone like me, I may not want to say my name is trying to introduce my name. That was why you taught us here that we can say mobile. I am Benson. I don't want to go through the stress of telling people my name before I pronounce my name. I just want to say that I am Benson and then go ahead with what I want to say. Is that true? So I hope they learn that it's not compulsory that you must say more before you say your name. You could just say more your name, right? Is that true?
Yes, so you can personalize it. This is just a guide for everybody. So you can personalize it differently how you want, and also depending on the context, the environment. In some settings as well, it may require you to address your maternal family or your obodo. So like I mentioned when I was explaining, we're also going to have a separate lesson on that has more like the way that traditionally how Ekpeye people do their introduction. So this is like an intro for introductions, and you can personalize it however you want to.
Oh, that's okay. So please let's have a question so that we someone raised hands. No. Hi, next. You want to say something?
Okay. If one way is for a lady, what about for a guy?
For a guy, I will say Wanyoko.
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 Yeah, Wanyoko me. Right, if
Okay,
that using a sentence, saying
Wanyoko.
Wanyoko me. Yeah, but it's Wanyoko.
Okay, thank you. Mika.
Oh,
Any other? Did I see any question in the chat box? All right. So no. Yeah. Utukwetukwa Oshide. All right. So we have come to the end of the section. So if you want to have access to more of our lesson resources and materials, please do well to scan this QR code. Is that true? If you have enjoyed what we are doing here and you want to be part of ensuring that we continue in everything we stand, we represent the course we are in, the idea of ensuring that everybody gets to learn a pair. If you want us to keep doing this more and you want us to keep bringing out a lot more resources and keep doing the amazing things we do here, please do it to send your support. You can give us some support. Yeah, so you can just scan the QR code and get all of these things across to us. We will appreciate your support. No support is little and none will be taken for granted. So, Mekane and Ekikudu honey.
I can't even, madam.